Well, Dave Chappelle is my favorite comedian, and I do care what Dave Chappelle says. And I actually, well, first of all, I think now my nieces and nephews will actually give me, some props because they'll think I'm cool now that Dave Chappelle has mentioned my name, and I'm actually honored to be memorialized in a Dave Chappelle special. That's an entire special, so I'm excited about that. But what I will say is that I actually agree with Dave Chappelle. I agree that I think the establishment has been a bit behind, and some of what we created, and I consider myself a part of the establishment because I'm over 40 years old. I think that the young people who are out there in the streets don't really care what we have to say. They think that part of the world that we created, maybe, and what we did, maybe we didn't move fast enough or we weren't strong enough. And so they're out there fighting. They said, listen, we are tired of what's happening. We've tried to do it nicely. We've tried to do it peacefully. We've tried to do all of these things, and you have rejected it. And so I think that they're not only speaking to the white people in this country, but also to all of us in the establishment. And so I agree with him in that way. But I do think that this is a moment, not a moment for modesty. I think it's a moment that we should all be using our platform to do whatever we can. And at least to show those young people and those people out there that we support them. And it doesn't mean taking all of the, all the credit for it or speaking out for them. I think that they can do that on their own. I think that's exactly right. But I think that they need to know that people like Dave Chappelle, like me, or whoever supports them. And that's all they need to know. But the irony is that his special is called 846. He's talking about this issue. And I think it's great. He's using his platform to talk about this in the way that he can. So, listen, I'm not beyond reproach or criticism. I actually welcome it. And Dave can come on my show and he can talk about it anytime. I think, especially with this, I think many people have been sort of incredulous about, oh my gosh, somebody criticized me or someone, is challenging me. We should all be challenged. And I actually welcome Dave to criticize me, talk about me, call me, whatever. I think it's a moment where we have two men of color who have two big platforms. We are agreeing or disagreeing with each other and having a discussion, and people are actually paying attention to it. So that's how I feel about that.
There you go.